Hey, check it out, guys. One of my favorite tanks in the game. Today, we're going to talk about the strengths and weaknesses of the Progetto. Stick around. All right, so the Progetto 46, a great medium tank that came into the game. And I tell you, man, I remember the first time I fought one. It was down in a gully. I sniped a shot on it, and it turned around and bam, bam, bam. I'm like, whoa, what the? Now, this was before it came out. This was somebody who was getting to test it out. And so it really caught me off guard. Right away, I went and researched, what is this tank? What is this I'm fighting against? And that's when I learned about, excuse me, that's when I learned about the Italians coming out. And one of these tanks that, for me personally, I just love it because it seems like I can always make it through a battle in this. Either I get killed right off the bat or else I make it to the end and I never have to think about my hit points, whether I get 10 hit points or 1,000 hit points left. It just seems like it seems to take a lot of hits and gets me through the game. Now, of course, the big thing about this tank was that recently all the all the Italian mediums, they were nerfed. But the Progetto actually got a buff. Now, well, how does that happen? Well, they took out the ability to use a gun rammer on this tank. So the regular tier 10 and tier 9, you can't, it doesn't load as fast, so that affects the damage per minute, of course. Whereas with this one, they decided to increase the speed of the reload time. So, decrease the speed of the reload time, make it so they could shoot more faster. Basically, virtually giving it a gun rammer. If you look at the numbers, it's basically they took what the speed that they were getting out of the gun rammer and they put it into the reload time so that it basically does not change. And now you have a slot that you don't have to use for the gun rammer. So it's really weird, It's kind of like they gave it a free slot. I've heard a lot of people say that, and it's true because it already has a gun rammer in it now. Now you can just, run like you see what I got over here. Sorry, right here. I got vents, gun lane drive, and the turbo. Sorry, vertical stabilizers. I don't know why I said gun lane. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm dealing with a cough here today. I love this setup. It makes it so that I can shoot really quick, plus I can get there really quick, and that's really fun on the turbo. Guys, quite honestly, this tank is so good. It's like the T-3485M. Don't get me wrong. You can't go out just think that you're going to be able to just push out in front and take all this damage. Not at all. You have to play this tank like a medium. You have to flank. You have to do peek-a-boom. You have to try to make it so that, they don't see you until you start shooting and then you get out of dodge kind of thing. It's not a sniper, but it can shoot distance okay. And the nice thing about it is you can control your DPM by basically, imagine that you take a shot and your first shot you take, you low roll. You don't do much damage to the tank and it's still got, over half its hit points left. Do you go bam, bam and use your next two shells? No, man. You just wait. And just keep moving with them, keeping, the crosshairs on them. And then you get another third shell to them, right? When it reloads, boom. And now if you get good damage, maybe a high roll or whatever, and now you realize, okay, I can take them out. That's when you do the burst damage, use your second and your first shell. Bam, bam, bam. He's out of there. The thing is, of course, as if you use all three shells, you're going to have a longer wait time. And that's why, you want to do it only when you can take an enemy out. But by having that flexibility is what makes this tank very strong. That's the main strength of this tank, okay? Its turret will bounce some shells, not reliably, but it will. You have to play this smartly. But again, the main strength of this is the fact that you can basically control your DPM however you want to. Now, the weaknesses of this tank, like I said, it's not a heavy, it's not a strong medium. The sides of this are going to be butter. This lower plate's actually strong. It's actually stronger than the top plate here. So if you're shooting at this thing, you might as well just go on a shot up to the top there. It's got a little bit more of a less angle there, but as you can see with Tanks GG, it does pretty good. Is it not going to get overmatched? Of course it's going to get overmatched. So you always want to try to hide your plate. I'm just saying, in reality, what you really want to do is hide from the top of the track down. That's what you really need to do. When you can get hauled down like that, again, I'm not talking about taking shots from mediums or heavies and tank destroyers, and bouncing off your turret every time. No, I'm saying that that's the best you can get, though. And hopefully, with your wiggling and whatnot, you'll be able to get some bounces off your turret. Really, you just want to not be seen. You want to basically peek out, shoot, and get away. And like I said before, the armor on this thing is not too great. But if you're looking at it frontally, yes, the cupola has got some weak spots here. Got a little weak spot here in the view report. But really, you're just going to shoot anywhere along it. Don't shoot the turret itself, the mantle. That's actually the strongest area, as you're going to see when I show you the Tanks GG here. Okay, so this is what I was talking about before. As you can see up here, man, the armor's pretty good. You got 92 here and you got 91 here. Now there's more of a slope to this, but it's basically still gonna be stronger down here than it is here. If you get on an angle, it really doesn't matter. Yes, the front becomes stronger. The sides, though, this angle right here is now gonna be more flatter, so that's gonna be a weaker spot. And then, of course, this is all just butter on here. So you really want to just try to face your opponent with this tank. In other words, if you get caught out, you're trying to do your peek out, shoot, and get back. But let's just say the guy who shoots you is looking the other way, and you do a good job, and you hit him. But as you're backing out, say another tank shoots you, so someone that you didn't see, and they track you. Well, once you do the repair, if okay, I'm going to get shot at here because I got tanks shooting, in the vicinity that can shoot me before I get back, then aim your tank to whoever it is that you think is going to shoot you. Try to aim, because that right there, my friend, is going to be your best armor. The side, nah. If you try angling it, you're strengthening up the front, but that's it. But most people, if you angle it, they're just going to take out the side right here, because this is real easy to penetrate through, and it's easy to get damage there. Of course, the sides, butter. The back, butter, baby. It is what it is, man. You got 25 in the back. You got 60 something in the side. Yeah, pretty easy to penetrate. But like I said, it doesn't matter if you know that your armor isn't going to be strong, and you play it accordingly, and you hide behind stuff, and you peek out when you know that the tank is shot. And always try to get an idea of where, keep looking at your mini map and seeing where tanks are in the area, so that you can try to, maybe use a wall to block you from a shot from someone else. As long as you're doing that, you're probably going to fare really good in this tank, man, because like I said before, the ability to maintain and control your DPM is huge. And this tank, it's really good at doing that. You don't have to wait with the Lorraine and the Soma and whatnot, those tanks, for example. You see them a lot, but they have a clip, meaning they get their 3 shells and they got to wait. They got to hide or whatever. This, you can control it. It really doesn't matter, man. You can just shoot when you want and hold off, and then burst when you want, run away, all that kind of stuff. So what I say is, this is a wicked, wicked good tank. I mean, it's awesome. If you come to my stream on Twitch and watch, you're going to see me play this quite a bit. I really enjoy it. And again, it's one of those tanks where it's a pleasure to play, because it seems to take care of me. It seems to keep me in a game. It's very forgiving. Oops, someone's streaming. It's very forgiving, and it's lots of fun. Can't stress that enough. So much fun, this tank. That's probably why it doesn't come out for sale too often. So guys, if you see this tank for sale and you don't mind spending money on the game, You're not a free to play or a free to play player. Get it. So much fun. So much fun. I love it. Awesome, guys. Hope you're having a great day. Enjoy this game, World of Tanks. And until the next time, I'm Mr. BeetleBum, and I'm out.